Millions and millions of innocent people died in the Holocaust. Many of you were probably taught what the Holocaust was in school, yet still have many misconceptions about the event. I have done extensive research on the Holocaust for this speech, reading numerous articles and watching several videos about it. The Holocaust is taught in school, yet there are misconceptions that, if learned, can help history not repeat itself. Today, I will first tell you about the event of the Holocaust, and second, about the importance of remembering it. So, in order to actually understand what the Holocaust is, we must know what it is without misconceptions. There are many misconceptions about the Holocaust that are taught in schools. The first misconception about the Holocaust is that anti-Semitism, which is prejudice and hostility towards the Jewish people, started with Hitler. This is just not true. In the ancient world, Roman authorities destroyed the Jewish temple in Jerusalem and forced the Jews to leave Palestine. Later on in history, though, anti-Semitism started to get better. In the Enlightenment period, it emphasized religious toleration, which is acceptance of one's religion despite its own, similarly to cats liking dogs, although they are different. Molin stated in the Holocaust that anti-Semitic feeling endured, however, in many cases taking on a racial character rather than a religious one. Hitler, though, with the Holocaust, caused anti-Semitism to be at an all-time high despite its earlier religious tolerance. The second misconception about the Holocaust is that it was only Jews that were targeted. This is not true. Jews were the main group that Hitler targeted, killing 6 million of them. And Rothman, in 2021, It's Not the Story That Was Buried, What Americans in the 1930s Really Knew About What Was Happening in Jews, stated that Hitler thought that Jews were a moral threat to German society. Hitler also targeted the Roma and the Sinti, also known as gypsies, because he viewed them as people who were with criminal habits. Hitler also targeted people with mental and physical disabilities, as he saw them as a burden to the German society. Poles, Soviet soldiers, Jehovah's Witnesses, homosexual men, and asocial people were also groups that Hitler targeted. Now that you know about the misconceptions of the Holocaust, you must know about why it is important to remember. It is important to know about the Holocaust so we can help history not repeat itself. The Holocaust happened because of a state-sanctioned ideology of hate. We should also learn about the Holocaust so we can recognize what a state-sanctioned ideology of hate actually is, as seen in the Holocaust. We should learn about the Holocaust as well so we can notice when other governments are promoting the ideology of hate, such as the one that Hitler promoted with the mistreating of the Jews. In conclusion, the Holocaust is taught in schools, yet there are misconceptions that, if learned, can help history not repeat itself. In this speech, I discussed first the misconceptions and the event of the Holocaust, and second, why it is important to know, so history does not repeat itself. Even though such tragedies occur, Anne Frank, a victim of the Holocaust, thinks that, in spite of everything, I still believe that our people are really good at heart. Written in her Diary of Anne Frank in 2003.